I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough. Bleh. I'm not gonna repeat that line. I got creeped out, isn't it? What's up, fam? Welcome to my second installment of the Star Wars Marathon, where I review all 9 original Star Wars theatrical films, along with 2 special films. And then today we will be talking about Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, coming up right now, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. All right, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Star Wars Episode 2 was released, and I believe around 2002. It is once again written and directed by George Lucas, stars Hayden Christensen as a young teenage Anakin Skywalker, Ewan McGregor as Jedi Knight, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Natalie Portman as Padme Amidala. She's no longer queen here, but I'm just glad that she actually has she's a more front and center role. Samuel L. Jackson as Mace Windu, Frank Oz as the voice of Yoda, Ian McDiarmid returns once again as Chancellor Palpatine, and Christopher Lee as the awesome Count Dooku. So the story goes is that Padme Amidala is heading towards Coruscant, but then she feels as though she's being targeted for assassination. And it is actually true, since one of her decoys gets killed by a bounty hunter. But then again, this bounty hunter works for a well-known, or basically ex-Mandalorian bounty hunter known as Jango Fett. So the Jedi Council and the Chancellor Palpatine hire Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi to be her protectors. Well, things don't really go that well, since they find out that the assassin is a bounty hunter during a nice little chase in Coruscant. Anakin shows his feelings towards Padme, creepily, mind you. And Obi-Wan tries to investigate this bounty hunter, where he came from, and then he finds out that secretly, low-key, there is a clone army that's being developed for the Republic. And also at the same time, the Trade Federation, Count Dooku and the Trade Federation are creating a brand new droid army to fight against the Republic. So all in all, this seems as though we might head towards the Clone Wars. So I remember this film, holy crap. I remember the sharpest memory I ever remember was seeing that Doritos commercial for Attack of the Clones. And man, in Doritos you get these little puzzles, like I think it's a 4 set. You get you just get like Star Wars puzzles, stuff like that. And yeah, that's mostly remember from the hype. This video is actually going to be pretty shorter than I think. So let's just get on to actually what I do like. The CGI has been improved better. I really do like it, especially the wide shots. Once again, like the Phantom Menace. The action, in my opinion, is way better here, especially the third act when the Clone Wars finally happened, which is the Battle of Geonosis is amazing. Ewan McGregor is awesome once again. Ian McDiarmid is also once again as a low-key Darth Sidious. Christopher Lee's acting, as much as limited acting that he got, well, just as much as limited screen time he had, oh, my boy steals the show, man. Natalie Portman does a phenomenal job once again with her performance. And the storylines, again, seems very minuscule, whatever, but then again, it does become a bigger part of the whole franchise of what we were expecting of this prequel trilogy. So yeah, the story, probably it's a little better, but that doesn't make it an overall better film. So now let's just get on to what I don't like. As much as I do enjoy the CGI and I think it's important, there's an overabundance of it. Holy shit, seriously, are you kidding me? You guys couldn't do a couple bit more sets for the Jedi Town Hall or Council, the Temple or something? No, when I would watch Attack of the Clones now, I always see, oh, they're not walking in an actual Jedi temple. They're walking on a CGI green screen or blue screen, whatever. It's just so freaking distracting. And once again, the acting is a bit more wooden here, especially from the Jedi Council. Like, oh my goodness. Ugh. Like, again, the Jedi Council doesn't do much here. I wish we saw more of the Jedi Council in this one, but we kind of don't. I'm just so glad that the next one, I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I'm just glad that the next one actually finally shows the Jedi more. Man, the clones, man, they look good sometimes, but man, they really look very stiff with their CGI because they're not actually there, especially in the Battle of Geonosis. I mean, I get it. I know it's a CGI heavy effects movie, but man, I just wish they could have hired more actors to play clones. The pacing is pretty boring. It gets pretty boring sometimes. As much as I do like, I love slow-paced films, and I do like Obi-Wan's storyline of investigating everything, especially in community. Goes to community, finds discovers the droid army, the clone army for the Republic. And but then again, it just gets boring a lot, especially the love story gets drags on, but I'll save that for the last part. Master Cypher Diaz. I know he was mentioned in Clone Wars, but this movie came out before the Clone Wars. Who the hell is Master Cypher Diaz? At the time, we don't know. So why include Master Cypher Diaz? Why not include maybe low-key, maybe Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon could have been, because we all know that he wasn't always, he doesn't really approve of the Jedi Council, so maybe low-key he commissioned a clone army for the Republic just in case. But now let's just get some dude named Master Cypher Diaz to do it. Hayden Christensen. A lot of people give Jake Lloyd crap. I mean, again, Hayden doesn't give a horrible performance, but he is pretty fucking wooden in this movie. Like, even when he's emoting, he just comes off way too whiny for me. But I mean, I know he's a teenager, and I understand. But man, I wanted to slap Anakin in the face in this movie, especially when he was just showing his emotions, whatever, to Padme. I'm just like, bro, like, I get that you love her, you're really in love with her, maybe she has feelings for you, but don't go like, I'm in love with you, Padme, I'm in love with you. If you're feeling the same things I'm feeling, please tell me. Oh my goodness. Even though I mean, it does suck though that the Jedi cannot fall in love. I'm like, why not? Oof, really, that's pretty cringy. Yeesh. He's really right, especially that one scene where, like, I know that I do like that scene where he kills those sand people, but he just like, I killed them, every single one of them, but not just the men, but the women and the children too. They're like animals, and I slaughter them like animals. I hate them. I do like that little small part, but I'm like, oh man, can you emote a bit more there, buddy? I mean, he's pretty bland in that one, and man, the way he just creeps on and just talks to Padme, especially when Padme was just like, don't look at me like that. He just looks at her like, why? It makes you feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Annie, stop it. You stop it. Stop it. Yeah, that love thing, oof, no. Along with Hayden Christensen's just blah, mediocre performance. It just, when the whole love thing, especially the script, is not really well written either. Ugh, it's just so bleh, the love, stuff like that. It just doesn't seem realistic. It just seems like you're watching a Mexican telenovela, and I'm just like, look, just get to the sex scene now. Because right now, I just want to blow my brains out just looking at that shit. But yeah, Hayden's acting didn't work for me. Neither did the love thing. It was just, to me, ugh, it was just so creepy. I never get comfortable with that. But then again, overall, this film is, it does have its great moments, especially John Williams' score, once again, phenomenal. But then again, this also leads to a scene, well, in the third act, I also think that it has the worst lightsaber battle of all time, because as much as Christopher Lee he does an amazing job with it. It just feels overly choreographed, especially when Anakin is dueling against Count Dooku in the dark, and I'm like, I can't tell what the hell is going on. And Yoda just swinging lightsaber, which is, I mean, I get it. I mean, it doesn't offend me much, but I'm like, then again, it is, instead of making it look pretty cool, it does look kind of hilarious, kinda. Half looks cool, half looks hilarious when he's fighting Dooku with a lightsaber, which is, fine. Yeah, as you can tell, I really have a lot of issues with it. So once again, I'm kind of indifferent with this one, just like the Phantom Menace. So if I were to rate this film, I would probably just give it like a 3 out of a 5. Why? Because I have a soft spot for this film, but there's a lot of stuff to like. I guess again, the action is pretty good, the pacing is good, the story is not that bad, but it's just that a lot of it is bogged down by and also they got more A-list actors, a lot of great actors there too, but a lot of it is bogged down by that terrible love story and just the slow pacing once again, and the acting is a bit more wooden in some places, and the CGI is just, I mean, as much as I did like the improvement, there was way too much of it. So, and it just becomes very noticeable and distracting. But then again, if I were to compare out of the first two prequel films, which one I would like better. I actually like the Phantom Menace more than the Attack of the Clones. So yeah, that is my review for Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you guys share with your friends. And make sure you guys hit that bell for notifications. So this is Javi from Javi Productions signing off, and stay tuned for next time where we talk about Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And I hope you guys enjoy the show. And may the Force be with you always.